Hello, Virgo. It's good to see you again. And I'd like to welcome you to your January 2020 ASMR Tarot Forecast. Now, this reading is applicable to Virgo sun, moon, and rising signs. I myself am a Virgo rising, so full disclosure, Leo, Scorpio, and Virgo are the readings that I probably resonate with the most because of that, but I try to put as much as I can into every reading that I do. This is a slice of quartz stalactite, and you can see the matrix inside the stone. I love it so much. This month I'm using the Tarot Muka because I love Art Nouveau. Love Art Nouveau so much. And if you enjoy what I do, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate your support. Alright, Virgo, let's see what's going on with you for January 2020. This one. Okay. We'll be going top to bottom. This is a fluorite wand. It has green and purple stripes in it. I've had it for quite a while, but I haven't had it in a video yet. Yeah, what the hell? One more shuffle. Alright. So, top to bottom. Alright. That was loud. Sorry. All right, let's see what we have here. This is you. This is what you're doing right now. This is what your life is like. It's the Five of Pentacles, which is about being left out in the cold. And this person on the card looks very sick, very sick. And of course, Virgo does govern the 6th house, which is about daily routines and health. This card is all about this person on the steps of the church, in dire need of aid. And crossing that, we have the Knight of Swords. And so Knight of Swords is somebody who's quick with their words, quick to a logical plan of action, quick to act on that. So whatever the circumstance is where you feel like you've been left out in the cold, it certainly will not persist. You'll probably be able to find your way out of it pretty soon, but let's keep looking and see what's going on here. So we have the Nine of Pentacles here, and this card is all about being financially stable and independent. And of course, Pentacles are Earth sign, and it does have to do with your financial situation quite a bit. Now, because this card is reversed, I feel like probably what was going on is that you had a very stable financial situation going on, but that for whatever reason you weren't free. And that's a crucial part of this equation. You see this bird over here. The bird is free. There's no tether on that bird. The woman is free. That's her vineyard. So I feel like probably there was a situation where you were making a lot of money and it seemed like you had your own financial independence, but that was not the case. Let's see what we have down here. We have the sun, and it's in the reverse. Now, the sun is all about success. It's a Leo card. It's a fire sign card, obviously. Sun governs Leo. And it's got the sunflowers in the background. And it's all about your happy endings, your successes, and all the things that are good in your life. And just as this card is inverse, I think that there are a lot of good things in your life right now, but that things are not perfect. Things are not the way that you want them to be. What do we have here? The Six of Pentacles. So, the Six of Pentacles is all about this man being very generous with his money. And I think possibly from time to time, that person has been you, who has been very generous with that money. But in this time, moving forward. Because we had the Five of Pentacles here, I think it's possible that coming up soon, you might be asking others for their help. And that's perfectly reasonable. That's a completely reasonable thing to do. And if you need other people's help and you have people you can rely on, you absolutely should ask for their aid. The goal or destiny card is the Two of Pentacles, and it's in the reverse. So this is an unbalanced situation. And really not much else to say about this. This is definitely a reading about your finances. But let's see what else is going on. This is your place in the world. And it's the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So definitely goes along with all of this that's happening right here. That your fortune is just in reverse at this time. But it doesn't have to stay that way. Especially because I think you're really going to be committing a lot of your brain power to solve this problem, which you're more than capable of doing. We have how others perceive you in the world. And that card is, this is the Page of Pentacles. And it's in the reverse. So maybe people think that you're not capable of handling your business affairs, which I don't see anything here that tells me that that's true. I think in order to be able to handle your business affairs, you have to be given, or you have to have access to the resources that will take you where you need to go. It's all about access to resources, really, as to whether your fortune's good or not. This is your hopes and fears. So this is interesting to get here in the hopes and fears. This is the Seven of Pentacles. All right. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is very different from the Eight of Pentacles, because if you look at this man's face, he's not content with his work. He's not happy. It's a card about being discontent with your work and being almost done with it. So he's been doing this for quite a while, you know. He planted this crop. He raised it up out of the ground. And now he's harvesting it. And he's not content with what it has yielded, even though his arms are full, his basket's full. There's something about this work, and it could even just be that he doesn't want to be a farmer. And I think you're afraid you're going to be stuck again in a situation like this. In a situation where you don't, it seems like you have a good financial situation going on, but you don't have freedom. Let's look at the outcome. It's the King of Swords, and it's in the reverse. You know, Virgo, I haven't had to pull clarifiers for any of the readings that I've done yet. But I think I'm going to have to for your reading. Some of these cards are very obvious, it's true. But I'm kind of unclear about the connection between these three cards. So I'm going to pull the rest of these cards and put them aside and lay these three cards out like this. So this is crossing you. This is like the logic you have to work with in the situation you're currently in. This is how others perceive you. And this is the final outcome. And so the King of Swords can be really rough with his words, can be very ruthless. It's a very corporate type attitude, but not a corporate attitude. Some people are avaricious for money, and other people are avaricious for efficiency. And the King of Swords in reverse is avaricious for efficiency, which is a very, very cold place to be. It's a very cold mentality. And I could see how being in this position of the Page of Pentacles, or being perceived that way, would then lead you to swing kind of in what would be an opposite direction, and lead you to be very cold and unfeeling toward others, especially as it relates to your success. And especially because at this time here you were the Five of Pentacles. But let's see. So let me put this here. The King of Cups. So there is emotional feeling there. Interesting. And then the Nine of Cups. Perhaps what happens is you get everything that you're wishing for, and it makes you cold towards others. And again, here we have the Sun inverse, in that you get everything that you always wanted, and it still leaves you unsatisfied. And just like we were looking at with the Seven of Pentacles, that's what you fear. Well, it's a very intense reading to have, Virgo. I do appreciate you joining me today, and I hope that you did enjoy it. If you did, and you'd like to know more about your specific situation, please do reach out to me about getting a personalized reading over Skype. I left my website and everything related to that in the description. It's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining me again, Virgo, and I will get your yearly 2020 readings up soon.